Hi, my name is Jennifer Pardee, and you can find me at facebook.com/understandingenergy. And I do regular astrology posts at that site on Facebook. And primarily that's a lot of what Understanding Energy is about understanding astrology and the movement of the different energies through the signs and how it affects our lives, how to work with those energies. But I think it's also about a way of life, and that goes beyond just the transits through the different signs by the different planets. And so what I thought I would talk to you a little bit about today is finding beauty. And this is especially poignant right now. I've been thinking about it a lot because I'm giving a talk tonight at my meditation center called Seeing Through the Eyes of Beauty. And I wrote a song recently with this theme called Colors. But astrologically, it really comes out right now in the sign of Libra. And we have a lot of emphasis right now on air signs. 3 planets in Gemini, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars. And Mercury is retrograde. And the Sun and Mercury are about to meet up in just about 2 days. And they're meeting up in Gemini. They're trining the North Node in Libra. And the Moon is also currently in Libra. And so Libra is the sign that really explores most fully the idea of beauty. And not just the idea of beauty, but the experience of beauty and of grace and of harmony. And so, what does it mean to see through the eyes of beauty? I think essentially what it means is that we choose to open up to the beauty that's all around us. And I'm in the woods today, which is one of my favorite places to be. And so there is a lot of beauty around me. It is hot, unfortunately, so I'm sweaty, but I do get to enjoy the natural scenery and the experience of really soaking in that, which as a Taurus to me really appeals to me. Libra is not as much just an emphasis on the beauty of the natural world, which is very heightened with Taurus. Taurus very much appreciates the beauty of the natural world. It's also the beauty that we create and that we experience through art, through culture, through refining our own expression, through balancing and harmonizing with other people. And so, seeing through the eyes of beauty essentially means that we choose to open up to the beauty that exists in the world, in ourselves, and in other people. Now, in my meditative tradition, which is called Shambhala, we call this, I think you could say, inherent beauty or a sense of worth, a sense of appreciation. We call this basic goodness. So the idea is that basic goodness exists in each one of us and in the world around us. So that doesn't mean that there's nothing to be solved in the world, that we don't have problems or experience difficulties from time to time. But our best resource, our best way of dealing with those things that come up is to appreciate the natural intelligence and goodness that emerges in every situation. Now, what blocks this is preconceptions. You know, when I have preconceived notions of how the world works, of how I would like things to be, of just kind of trying to figure things out. And it's an easy mode to get in where you feel like you just need to figure things out, and you kind of really get caught in the head in this experience of problem solving more than just allowing an answer to emerge or allowing your natural wisdom and experience of the situation to guide you. But when we're in this mode that is clouded by our mind, by our preconceptions or our desire to solve problems, we actually can't see in those moments that the energy of our minds blocks our experience of inherent beauty or worthiness in the world. And so it's as though we're tying ourselves up in knots and not allowing the situation to breathe. And so the invitation of the North Node in Libra and the invitation of the Moon currently in Libra is that we can relax and maybe not try so hard. South Node in Aries wants to conquer things and feels like it really needs to invest a lot of energy in order to overcome obstacles, in order to express itself, in order to make headway. But the experience of Libra is of relaxing and harmonizing and feeling the balance of the different elements between myself and another person, between myself and a situation that I've walked into, between different instruments in a piece of music, between different colors in a drawing. And so Libra invites us to relax our minds and our ambitions a bit, and to settle, and to see what fresh experience, what fresh sensory information, what fresh intuitive insight arises. And to allow that harmonizing towards beauty to guide us into a situation that we might actually find more desirable, more peaceful, better for ourselves and other people. The other aspect that's happening right now astrologically that links up with this theme of seeing through the eyes of beauty is Mercury and the Sun. Mercury retrograde and the Sun, as I mentioned, they're about to meet up. Mercury just recently met up with Mars. Now it's about to meet up with the Sun. And these two planets are squaring Neptune right now. Neptune in Pisces. And so Neptune, cosmic flow, divine inspiration. Of course, Neptune can also be delusion. It can be being in another world that doesn't actually relate to this world. Neptune has the ability to be in multiple worlds and to travel between them. So there are different ways of seeing Neptune. But the invitation, again, is a lower expression of Sun and Mercury square Neptune would be deluded or cloudy thinking or wishful thinking. You know, I want something to be this way, so I'm just going to go towards it. Or on maybe another way of seeing it would be I don't want to deal with this thing, and so I'm just going to avoid it. So it can be kind of muddled, either overly tilted in one direction or just avoiding things altogether. On the other hand, the positive expression, now it is a square between the Gemini, Mercury, and Sun, and Neptune and Pisces. It is a square, so there's urgency, and it doesn't necessarily manifest as positive, but it can when you work with it. So the positive expression is allowing the universe to guide your mind and your awareness. So a felt sense of the universe communicating through you. Neptune is right-brained. Neptune is mystical. like I said, it can be cloudy. And if we're approaching the Gemini aspect with the sped up mind, we could spin in all kinds of directions and get caught up in the currents of Neptune, going this way and that, or going down a wrong stream. But Neptune also gives us the invitation to be still and to notice what emerges in our minds, Mercury and Gemini, when we let go of our habitual ways of thinking. Is there something new, fresh, that arises for us in our field of experience? Can we listen in a different way? Can we see colors in a different way? Can we experience another person in a different way? Can we allow our felt sense of our experience to inform us? Can we go beyond the mind, the habit-driven, fastly moving mind, and instead of being swept up in its currents, can we allow the mind to be a container, allow the mind to be a viewer for this much richer experience that we can tune into through our senses, through our communication with the world, and through our own intuitive and felt sense inside of us. And so I encourage you over these next few days to really allow the world to speak to you, allow the cosmos to speak to you. Stop and listen and see if you can tune into a different frequency, a different way of being, a way of being beyond the habits of the mind. And if this all seems very vague, as I know Neptunian things can be, some outlets to help you tune into this more right-brained, more receptive way of being could be a walk in nature, could be art, music, dancing, painting, could be meditation, or an energetic modality. We do have ways of experiencing things that are non-intellectual, but sometimes when we are caught up in the stream of the mind and we're convinced by the stories of the mind, we forget that we have other options in terms of ways of being. And so with this current energy of Libra, the Sun and Mercury trine the Moon in Libra, trine the North Node, with the Sun and Mercury square Neptune, pushing us into this desire to experience more deeply, to experience different dimensions. I want you to see how much you can invite in beauty, how much you can allow inspiration to emerge through you, and really listen to that, tuning into that station on the radio dial of your mind, as opposed to the habitual thoughts. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I hope that's a little bit helpful, experimenting with this video thing today. Yeah, I hope to do it again, and to have a chance to run into you in the world or in our conversations on my Facebook page, facebook.com/understandingenergy. You can also find me at my website, www.jenniferparde.com. And so wishing you a lovely day, and wishing you this deep experience of harmony, beauty, and something greater emerging through you, something worthy of your respect, attention, and love. Blessings to you.